Today we're going to start Tengami. And those who know me best know that I really like Japanese shit. And this looks to be, as the kids would say, Japanese AF. So I'm interested in this game. I don't know what it's going to be about. I don't know if I'm going to like it. I don't know if it's going to be good. But that's what Artober is about. Artober is about trying new things. It's about successes and failures. And it's about games that are doing something a bit differently. Oh wow, that's all there is. Okay. I apparently can't mess with the audio levels. I hope that it's decent for you guys. Okay, cool. Let's go. Oh wow. Drag to open. Dreams. Fading. Oh, and the music just cuts. Gone. Okay. I'm already kind of into it. What do we got? Also, I know this game is Japanese, not Chinese, but that dude looked shockingly like Shang from Mulan, and I'm totally okay with that. Sup, Shang. Click to enter. Oh, he's flat. It's like Paper Mario. That's awesome. Hey, Delta, welcome in. Alright, I'm into it. I have no idea what this game is, but I'm into it. Drag to pull. Okay. Alright. I have no idea what this game is, but I'm already into it. Hello, doggo. Upper again. Jerk. Okay, I need to get the pupper to stop doing that. How do I make the pupper stop closing the thingy? Ah. We know the puppers like the wind chime, we're just not sure why. Oh, I see. I'm assuming it's a puzzle. Okay, that's not right. Or is it right when he does that? Oh, so maybe they howl when it is correct. So bop, 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 bop. Okay, yeah, that did something. Oh, I see, and now they're just chilling. Alright, cool. So let's head back over here and get this sparkle thing. So it's a puzzle game. Okay. Alright, bro, where we headed? Up to the gates. This is like Paper Mario with samurais, I dig it. A piece of the crest seems to be missing. Okay. Where do we find said crest? I guess we look around? I don't see it over there. Maybe it's down here. So far, I have no idea what's happening. Oh, I see. It's the... That's cool. See, it's the well, and then it's him looking down the well. That's cool. Okay. You found a crest piece. Cool. That's actually really clever. Alright, I can dig it. Talk about doing something differently, right, chat? Like, this game is definitely doing things differently. There we go. Oh wow, it wants me to go down there? Okay. It wants me to go down here and then go back the other way. Okay. Outside? What? That can't be right. Like, clearly we did something wrong. Maybe this doesn't show our objective, it just shows where we can go. What's weird, though, is we can't go down there, it looks like. How do we get down there? Or is it literally we just have to go back and then it shows us? Also, I like the hint in the top left. For the record, this game has no UI to speak of. Oops. No, it just kind of exists. Which is cool. So how do I get around back? That's what I'm not seeing. I'm not seeing a way to go around back. Okay, yeah, these just clearly show where we can go, not where we're supposed to go. Okay. So we need to get down in the bottom of, excuse me, the temple. So how do we get there? It's probably from this screen. Or possibly not. Okay. So we go in here. And we open this, but we can't get to it, right? So, is there anything else we can interact with in here? That almost looks like it's underground, doesn't it? It almost looks like it leads down into a cellar. Because this is the ground level, and that looks like stairs leading further down. The only underground place we've seen is the well. Do you guys think that it's the well? That seems a bit odd to me. But it would explain why the objective marker is telling us to go back. We could go check the well. We don't lose anything except time. Let's go check the well. Let's see if we can climb down the well and then go up from underneath. Because that's very common in, like, old Japanese fortresses. So, we'll see. Speaking of old Japanese fortresses, Neo 2 looks awesome! And I really enjoyed Neo 1. This doesn't appear to be particularly helpful in any way. But we'll leave the water level down, just in case. And go back and look around again. Let's try off to the left, maybe? Or down again, but that's... Yeah, there's stairs over there. How do we get to those stairs? I can mark it, but he won't go to it. Interesting. Can we leave? Go this way? No, he always goes up. Okay. That's clearly a path. We just can't get to it yet. Back over here. We go out this gate? Oh, here we go. Okay. This is new. And there's the hatch. Okay. Cool. Turn the lamps off and slip through the garden quietly. Let's see how this works. Alright. And now we're under here. We still don't know why we're doing any of this stuff. We know we were asleep under a tree, and then the cherry blossoms faded, and now we're going to this temple. Maybe we're seeking answers? I mean, the player is certainly seeking answers at this point, but what is the drive of the player character? And now we're down here. Okay. And now we can get the blossom. Wolves sleeping beneath pale moonlight, dreams unfold. "353. That's not a haiku, but it's something else. I don't remember what it's called, but yeah, it's the baby version of the haiku. Boop. Boop. Okay. Level clear, apparently. Alright. Is there a Japanese myth surrounding winter fading into spring by some god or hero, like, gathering the flowers? Is that a Japanese myth? Because that sounds like a Japanese myth. Does anybody know? We need to figure out how to get up there. The music in this game is so good. If you like Japanese music. Which I do. Need to make stairs. That's not right. There we go. Zara says a haiku doesn't have to hold 17 syllables, but it does have to follow the same rules of 575 or 353, etc., according to a few Japanese poets. I thought it was called something different if it was 353. Ah, here we go. Closer. Ah, I see. And this takes us over here. I see. Got it. And there we go. Cool. That was a fun little puzzle. I like that. By the way, welcome in, Zario. How are you today? Hopefully better than me. Yeah, it went through. I saw it. Thank you, Zario.
So kind of you to join me.
Nightfall67 with the host. Good to see you, Nightfall. How are you today? How you doing, Nightfall? Haiku has 3 syllables in Japanese? Interesting. I was reading through what you said. Is that real? Excuse me. Oh, interesting. Okay. Zero says basically because translations are different, a haiku in one language might not be equal to a haiku in another language. That makes sense. Neville says I'm good, just tired. Oh? What are you tired by? Okay, I can't do anything here yet. Okay. explore this level a bit more. That's a bell. Can we do anything with the bell? Nightfall says, excuse me. Nightfall says, I just woke up feeling unrested. Same. Interesting. But does this somehow permit me to, like, move about the level by changing the season? Let's see. Go to spring. Okay. We can only change the season by ringing the bell. What does that change in the world state? Okay, so that portal is gone. This portal is here. Like to zoom in. Okay. We don't know what we're trying to make at this point. But now it wants us to go to the winter to do more of that puzzle. What's over here before we go back? Can't go any further. Okay. So we were right to go to the spring first. But now we need to go to the winter. And in the autumn, there's another portal here that looks at the roof with bells on it, which we can't access during the spring. I wonder if in the winter it will only have the bells puzzle. So we go to the winter, and go back over here. Again, the bells puzzle is not here, but the door puzzle is. So let's see what the winter door puzzle says. Winter door puzzle. We've still got this. Wait, what? One ring at the dial seems to be missing. Okay, so where would the dial be? It must have to do with the... Oh, no, there it is, right there. Yoink. I guess the window was telling us that it's in the winter. Okay, which we found. Ah. And then we do the bells puzzle in auto. Okay. And now it's making sense. I mean, it's not making sense, but we're getting a clear sense of where we need to go. Problem is, like, I still don't fully grasp what's happening. It reads like a Japanese creation myth, but I don't know enough about it, and I could be completely wrong. It could be something else. It could be nothing. Oh, I see. Do they light up at different durations? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nope, they're the same duration. Okay. Some of them don't make noise. See that? Is it all the ones on this side don't make noise? Yeah, it's these 4 don't make noise. Which means these 4 do? Yes. Okay. So why don't... Huh. Oh, shit. Many turn up your volume kit, they all make noise, do they? Oh, wow. Yeah, you're right. Okay. This is going to be a difficult puzzle with my ass being hard of hearing. Okay. So it's... This has to mean something. This has to mean something. It was 2 close together, 4 in a square, 2 close together. Wait. Is it... Is it the windows? And then the top 2 again? No. And no, let's not do a hint quite yet. We need to figure out... We need to figure out this, right? This has to tell us how to solve the puzzle, right? So... Let me check a thing for science. Let me check a thing for science. Okay, while it's ringing, you can't check, like, you can't go back. Okay. So I thought maybe if you hit one of these and then went down and checked which one was lit up, if any. So do any of them light up for longer than 8 seconds? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I know it's not 8 seconds, but it's close enough. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 counts, not 8 seconds, but still. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just a second. I've been gifted lunch. Seven, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they're all the same speed. They don't give any indication of which one to ring. That means we need to find something else. Maybe something over here. And we can only access the bell puzzle in the fall. In the autumn. Nightball says, what is this game? We're still figuring that out. It's called Tengami. It's very traditional Japanese, but that's all we know right now. And I can't do anything on this screen except look at what is theoretically the solution. The problem is I don't have any idea how to read it. In the fall, use the bells. Is there anything identifiable about these bells? Doesn't appear to be. They all ring for the same amount of times. Maybe like a clock? Maybe. They all ring for the same amount of time and light up the same way, so there's no indication that you're doing it right. I feel certain that this is the solution. But how would we read that? Is there maybe a clue in one of the other seasons? Maybe? The issue is, we can only interact with the bells in autumn. We can only interact with the bells in the autumn, but we can check the other season. It might be a clock, Zariel. You're right. See, we can't interact with the bells here at all. And here it's telling us, go to the autumn and play the bells. Train. Very polite train, just like one toot, and then he goes on his way. Uh-oh. Here we go. Or not. I don't think we can get over there in the spring and the autumn because it's flowing water. Let's track the spring. The music is pretty, Nightfall. I agree with you. Yeah, in the autumn, play the bells. but it's not giving me any indication of what to do with the bones. It was a good guess, though. And see, this is flowing water now, so we can't... Yeah, we can't get over there. It looks like a cat to me. That little island. Hey, Dragon, welcome in. It was a good thought, though, Delta. So let's try Zariel's clock idea. The only thing we have to go on right now is Zariel's clock idea. So it would be... Holy shit, Zariel. How did you... Okay, I'll take it, but how did you figure that out? Passage of time. Okay. Yeah, good job, Zariel. Well done. A pristine waterfall cascading downwards on crimson leaves. Right, Nightfall? Right? I also like things that make me think, Zariel. But, yeah, that was good. Pushmila says, so sis ordered a thing off Amazon, and I think I found the Puppo version of catnip. Uh-oh. Okay. It's been a while since the last pup date, Birchmila. Why don't you hook us up? I agree with Nightfall. Yeah, we did it. You might think I was just choosing paths at random, and you'd be right, but we got through it, so. Oh, that's cool. That's super cool. Alright. Oh. So we have to go here to start. Oh, we can just climb up that. Okay, cool. That'll bring us here. Which will bring us here. Which will bring us here. Which will bring us here. And there. Beautiful. That cave looks strikingly familiar. It looks like something out of Okami. It's interesting, right? This game is made to look like a folded paper pop-up book, whereas Okami is meant to look like brushwork, and yet they look very, very similar, and I'm not complaining about that. This game is called Tengami. This is that real. And it's pretty great. Okay. Sailing, sailing, do-do-do-do-do-do. Zen is a very good word to describe this game, Delta. update in the gallery, apparently, if people want to see Finn. The fact that this is a video game is so cool. The centerpiece seems to be missing. Okay. So where would we find the centerpiece? Thank you, Nightfall. Okay, so that one's on fire. There's something back there. Can't access it, whatever it is. This is such an interesting art style for this game. Excuse me. By the way, guys, shout out to Nightfall67 for helping me compile a list of games for this year. I couldn't have done this without him. I couldn't have made it this far in Artober without him. Nightfall has been kicking ass this year. Okay. Delta says a toast to Nightfall. Cheers, everyone. That'll be 10 XP to everybody in chat. Well said, Delta. Is this the center thingy? Okay. This would probably be much easier if I could read Japanese. Okay. We could always brute force it. It's the numbers? What numbers? What numbers? The single dash is 1, that equal sign is 2, the 3 lines is 3, the box is with 2 hooks is 4. These are numbers. Okay. Then what is the... What numbers are we trying to get together, guys? There were numbers on the ships as you were flipping through them, were there? Let's go check. Oh, yeah. Good eye, chat. So we have 3. Whatever that is. I'm going to assume 5. 3, 5. Oh! Oh, I see you down there, cheeky. So, 3, 5, 7, 4. Right? No. 8. Got it. Nice. Okay, so this isn't right. Got it. And there's the centerpiece. Nice. Well done, chat. Give yourselves a pat on the back for that one. Well done, well done. And on we go. You know what else vibe I get from this? Like a really, really like subtle vibe of this? I get Avatar. Especially this section of the game, I've gotten a nice little like Avatar poke from it, which I dig. Still don't know what that is, if anything. Unless this will light up in accordance with how many of these are lit. Oh! Yeah, that's where it is. I see, cheeky. Okay. So we should probably call Gondor for aid. And then that's the first one. Okay, so hang on. Let's double back and light these other ones. Nightfall says, speaking of Avatar, Kid is doing firebending, right? All day, every day, Nightfall. That's all but the last one. I still think that emote looks like Chespin. That's just not real. Just saying. Let's head up here and see what's news. Here we go. Okay. Okay, whatever that did. Wonder if something happened now that all the rocks are lit up. Or all the tags on the rock, I should say. Which are called sutras, I think. Here we go. Okay, now we're in a cave. This is so cool, though. Oh, nice. I love these gates so much. Hey, Zaylok, welcome in. Good to see you. How you doing, dude? Okay. I don't know who that person that just got a shout out is, but it's not the right person. I'm doing alright, Zay. Any day I get to stream is a good day. I'm not feeling 100% today, unfortunately. But I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be doing what I'm doing. There you go, Nightfall. Enjoying some more Artober in the form of Tengami today. Okay. A mirror seems to be missing from the statue. Okay. You're also missing a mirror? A sword seems to be missing from the statue. So we need to find a mirror and a sword. Okay. You did fix it, Nightfall, and I appreciate it. We need to find a mirror and a sword. Glad to hear you're doing well, though, Zay. Let's see what's on over here before we... Oh, we can't. Oh, yes, we can. Okay. Let's go see what's over this way. Your grandmother made brownies? Nice. So it says apparently Kellogg's is going to make a Lucio O cereal, Overwatch character for those who don't know. Oh dear. That's... I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna be. I'm probably gonna try it though, because I like Lucio. He's a cool dude. Yep, Tengami indeed, Triscare. Welcome in. How you doing today? Work is smooth, good to hear. Can't do anything here. Need to find a mirror and a sword. Where would I even start? Osiris says, also Kit, did you see the new Osiris skill that I put in the jukebox last night? I did not. Wargame. Wargame. Interesting. Yeah, that sounds like my jam, Mr. Zario. I will take a look at that later. Hammond. Mrs. Ariel. Hamon is Roadhog. Hammond is the hamster. Marshmallow says something mind the wards, right? Yeah, Zaylok. I meant to say Zaylok. I apologize. Hamtaro is the hamster, says Gentleman Jogat. You're not wrong. Also, welcome in, Gentleman Jogat. Good to see you. Okay, so we can't go anywhere in the boat. Which means the sword and the mirror have to be up here. This is probably something, but this is probably what opens up here. I always remember the hamster's name, Zaylok, because I like Top Gear / The Grand Tour, and one of the characters on that is Richard Hammond, and so I always think of the Dick Hamster, and you have Hammond, and I never forget his name. Do I expect that to work for anyone but me? No. But it works for me, so... Nightfall says it's the brownies without the nuts, too. Awesome. Marshmallow says any Halloween shenanigans happening in Osiris, by the way. No idea. How are you today, Jogath? Triska says, how are you liking Tengami, Kit? It is super, super zen. And I'm okay with that. Sometimes it's a little bit unclear what it wants me to do. Which I do have kind of an issue with, but... It's a good thing to relax with today, given that I'm not feeling fantastic. I cannot go that way. I need to find this sword in this mirror, dang it. Jogath says, one bored and sleepy Jogath trying to do managerial accounting homework now so I don't have to put it off for the week, right? Good on you for doing your work, Jogath. Zariel says, the reason why most people in Overwatch community refer to Hammond as Richard Hammond is because Richard has the nickname of the Hamster, for those who don't know. Yep. Although I'm pretty sure his nickname is hyphenated, so it's the ham apostrophe, or not apostrophe, the ham hyphen stir. But that could be wrong. So where would one find a sword and a mirror? And I can't get through here. I can't go back there. A sword from Nightfall and a mirror in your bathroom, says Ariel. Yeah, right? There were armed statues in the house, right? I can double check. I can certainly double check. Nightfall says, I'm crafting an incubator segment that improves the pets kit. Awesome, Nightfall. Enjoy your pupper. As of last night, I can catch essence implings, which means I can make money whenever I need to now. Which is great. Doesn't now has Chroma Prime. That's great. Now, I don't see the armed statues, so no, apparently. What's up this way, if anything? Because really, the only thing that's tripped me up so far is not realizing that there's a place we can't go. Or can go. Rather, excuse me. A fuck ton is 6.9 pounds, Zaylock. Or 6.9 tons, rather. Yeah, I don't see any place I can go. Chat, what do you think? Anybody got ideas? I sure as hell don't. The only place we can go is the cave. But I can't get that gate open. I don't know how. Unless I literally just, like, click it open. Nope. I think we might have to look at a hint on this one, guys. Oh, I don't get a hint for this one. Awesome. No hint for you. The classic case of get fucked, Kitsune. Sigh. Oh, Trisker has lemon cookies. That sounds awesome. We can't go over there. Can we go around back? This is Ariel did a grocery shop. Awesome. Can't go back there. This has a sun on it, so maybe we need to do something with the sun? Is there a sun on this map? Or is this what opens when we find the sword and the mirror? Which is also possible. I don't see a sun anywhere. I'm out here. Now do I get a hint? No. What about in the house? Yeah, I'm heading up there next, Triska. Like, I know what I need to do. I just don't see a means of doing it. Nope. Here we go. See what is behind each statue. What? I don't see anything behind the statues. Oh, no, that just goes back. see what is behind each statue. Yeah, I don't see anything. What am I missing, guys? There's text that popped up around the chest area of the left statue for a second. Yeah, that just says it's missing a... mirror seems to be missing from the statue. We knew that. And the other one's missing a sword. The sword seems to be missing from this statue. Yeah. So we need a mirror and a sword. But I don't think we can take this sword and put it over there, and I don't think we can take this mirror and put it over here. I don't know, guys. I think there's a staircase leading around back. I mean, there's a pathway, but it doesn't change the camera angle. You just go back there, nothing happens. Nope. Nope. Nowhere is Trisco. Mirror and a sword. The problem is there's just nowhere else for us to go. Like, I've run out of land. I have one thought. It telegraphs something before that things can be stuck in between the folds of the paper. So maybe there's something stuck in the paper folds. Freaking cool animations, what that is. Oh yeah, wait. Is that not the mirror right there? Is that not the mirror right there? Maybe not. Maybe not. And I have no way to access it anyway. Water's also reflective, maybe somewhere in or near the water. I can totally check. I did try to click it, Triska. I can't click it. I can't click on anything while I'm moving the page. If I let go of the page, it finishes turning. And so I don't see anything sparkling in the water aside from the boat. People are letting off fireworks again? Ugh. That sparkle just puts us in the boat. Yeah, I don't see anything out here. I can't go any further in this direction. And I can't go behind these cliffs. So, it's definitely not the water. I feel like it has something to do with this cave, but I can't do anything with this cave. I can't interact with this cave in any way. And the hint that we got is look at what's behind each statue. But there's nothing behind the statues. The only thing behind the statues is a mosaic that we can't interact with. See what is behind each statue. Yeah, it's like a lattice work mosaic. Like a fan. Which is the same symbol as the door, but... Can I go outside? From this position? No. There's nothing else that I can interact with on this screen, which seems odd. Can you rotate the mirror or the hashtag? Maybe? I'm assuming this is what you're calling the hashtag. It says I can click on it, but it doesn't do anything if I try. Oh, here we go. And that did something. That lit up. Okay. Okay. Put them back into place. Did that raise the cave, do you guys think? That definitely... Oh, here we go. That changed the world state for sure. Yeah, there's a cave outside that we couldn't open. Here we go. Here we go. Changing the world state. Alright. Good eyes, Ariel. So it's the number puzzle again. So where are the numbers? Yeah, I also didn't see anything to do with numbers so far. Let's go see if we opened up the cave. That might give us something. Nightfall says, wait, I see it. What's up, Nightfall? What do you see, mate? Scattered around the symbols that are on the number puzzle kit. Scattered around the symbols that are on the number puzzle. Scattered around are the symbols. Oh, well, yeah. Scattered around are the symbols that are on the number puzzle. We knew that, Nightfall. That's how we did it the last time. But I don't see the numbers this time. Where are they? Also, there's a third... There's two more half moons. One is underneath the, One is underneath the building. I bet those half moons are important. Yeah, I don't see any of the numbers. I know we're looking for an amount of symbols, Nightfall. I know that. But I don't see any of the associated symbols. These are the same number symbols as last time, but I haven't seen any of these... Oh! I see what he's saying now, yeah. 1... 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's like 3. Five. So 5, 1, 8. One, 8, 5, 3, 6. I'm confident in 4 and 8 here. I'm not confident. I think there was 5 of these. 2 moons is all I thought. No, there's more than 2. But we'll put it to 2. Let's see. Nope. I'm pretty confident it's 5. This one I'm not confident in. We can brute force it. Or no, this one is the one I'm confident in. I'm a dingus. Okay, we're miscounting somewhere. This one I'm confident in. But let's double check. So let's get... Okay, so we're looking for... First number is 3 squares. Second number is 4 squares. 5 numbers... Or, sorry. Third number is 3 triangles. And fourth number is crescent moon. Alright. 1. Thank you, Zariel. Plus 7. Oh, and now they're squares. I see. Cheeky. So there's 8 and 8. 8 squares, 8 triangles. Because there's a hidden 4 square. Right there in the bottom left corner of the screen. There's 2 moons, 3 moons up in the top. You can see it there. 4. So 4, 3 moons, 8 squares, 8 triangles so far. And there's 2 more, so 5 moons. Okay. So 4, 8, 8, 5, I think. Let's see. 4, 8, 8, 5. Yeah? 8, 6. 8, 2. There's 1 more triangle in the back where there are the 3 moons. So 9. Unless the shrine doesn't count as a triangle. Which would put us back here. No. Unless it's that? No. I thought it was 4885. That totally counts. It's the same symbol. We're missing something somewhere, guys. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. So that's 8 triangles. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7 squares. Hang on. Two moons there. Three moons there for 5. Plus a set of squares. That's 8 squares, 5 moons, 8 triangles. 4 sets of 3 squares. Are there any symbols near the dock? That's a good question. 7 moons. Maybe 7 moons? Maybe 4887? Let's go check the dock. Current count 4887. Cave is still closed, interestingly enough. Oh, but we can activate it now. That's interesting. I don't see any symbols near the dock, so 4887. Let's go try. Four, 8, 8, 7. That's not it. Is there a sign on the shrine? Is there one on the other side too? Maybe? Oh yeah, there's a moon. Good eyes, Ariel. Count the number of symbols hidden in and around the shrine. Daggone it. We're missing a count somewhere. I see it. Right there under my mouse. What if the symbols on the puzzle count too? I doubt it. Wow, really? Hey, Lady Rose, welcome in. If that were true, then these would need to go like that, which is not. Nope. Okay. So we got those two. We're matching pictures to puzzles, Lady Rez. Two moons and another triangle there. Plus 7 triangles there for a total of 9 triangles. Which we have marked. Plus 3 more moons. Plus 3 more moons. A set of 4 squares and 4 sets of 3 squares. Plus 2 more moons. Oh, we're counting. I see the issue. We're counting these moons twice. So it's actually 2 less moons than we currently have. Because see, it's the same. So it's 2 less moons than we currently have. Personally, I love puzzles, Lady Rose, but to each their own. Okay. Nifo, what do your notes say? Somehow I have 4, 1, 10, 7. Oh, that's because this one 5, 6, 7, 8. This one is, if you remember, there's the 7 triangles above the statues. Well, when you zoom in on that one, these become these. So there's 8 of these total. And this is 5, not 7, I'm certain. Zariel says, if you need to skip to the end, let me know. Zariel, all I need to know is which of these is right. Are any of these right, presently? You don't have to tell me which ones, just are any of the ones that I have on the screen right now correct? If so, how many? 2 are correct. Okay. Okay, so then I have 4, 8, 10, 7. 10? Really? How do you get 10, Nightfall? Yeah, narrow it down, Zario. The left side is correct. Oh. Was correct. Shit. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, yeah, Zario, go ahead and give me the answer. You changed it back to the incorrect one. Dang it. Alright, yeah, Zario, just get to the end and tell us what the answer is. Four, 8, 10, 5. We would have gotten there eventually. I think Nightfall had it. Each miscount of the moons, which is what I said, but we were getting confused and we were getting all of our wires crossed and stuff like that. I'm gonna give that to Nightfall. I mean, Zario, obviously you looked up the answer and I appreciate it, but Nightfall solved it. He had too many moons. Yeah, this is activatable now. Here we go. And now we can go back here in the boat, and this will probably give us the mirror. Huzzah. Interesting. Fox Shrine! Shrine to Inari. Hello, Fox Shrine. Whoa. Alright. Oof, okay. Okay. Shit. I should have expected this, admittedly. I wasn't paying attention. Balls. I should have been paying attention, and I wasn't. The statues, how they looked when we first came up, is what we need here. Can I get it to reset? I have no idea why this music reminds you of Fish Tank Simulator, Nightfall. That's excuse me, that's a you thing. See if we can reset it. Of course the Kitsune does an illusion thing. Oh no, we can't reset it. Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay. As a Kitsune, I should have seen this coming, and I'm kicking myself, but... Damn. Does anybody remember what the pattern was? Oh, apparently that's the pattern. I do it. I apparently brute forced it. I'll take it. I'm just gonna say that was a blessing of Inari and go on with my day. You know what I say, Chad? I'd rather be lucky than good. I got the mirror and the sword, so I'll take it. This was an involved series of puzzles, and I'm okay with that. Nice. Also, the lock opening sound in this game is so good. Got it. Oh man, I missed the haiku. I'm sorry, guys. Tree looks good. Cherry Blossom Falls, Death's Embrace, A New Beginning. Wow, that was it. G fucking G, guys. I'll be back after the credits, as always. That was a hell of a thing. It wasn't particularly, like, exuberant in any way. There wasn't some grand reveal. It was extremely simple across the board. But did the developers get across what they intended to get across? I would say so. They just wanted to showcase, like, very calm, very classic, you know, Japanese art and philosophy and poetry, and I think they showed those things very well. The puzzles were simple but challenging. It was a short little experience. I enjoyed it a lot. Cheers to Tengami. That was just what I needed today, frankly. Nothing too intensive, but enjoyable. I'm curious about your guys' thoughts, so feel free to share them as I set up for the next game. Cheers to Tengami for being a pleasant experience across the board. Thank you, Tengami, for being you. It is a beautiful game, Nightfall. Indeed. Let me just go ahead and start switching stuff over for the next game. Because that's what Artober is all about. It's about just keeping going. And I think the next game I want to play is a little bit different tonally. So I think the next game will be a little bit of a different flavor if I can get everything loaded up here. Next game is hang on. I'm trying to find which one is the official art for this game. And I can't tell which one is official. So I think I'm just going to go right into the game, and I'm going to let the actual cover of the game show what it's about. So the next game that I want to show you guys, and again, I have no idea how this is gonna go, is well. If I can get it to load. You're gonna load. There we go. And the next game I have for you guys is Infra. My mic suddenly got loud? Uh-oh. I haven't messed with any settings. Mic is loud and boomy. I have not changed any settings, but I'll go ahead and drop the mic down a little if you guys need me to. How's that? Is that better? Wow, every time I tab out of this game, it hates me a little bit more, so I hope that's good. You think Infra messed with my mic? Is it still terrible? It's still bad? Okay. It's very loud. Okay. It's like you're talking right into it at max volume. I am decidedly not. Okay. Alright. Then I'm not gonna risk this. I'm not gonna put you guys through it. Nope. Go ahead and close that down. I'm not going to kill you guys, and I'm not gonna change my entire audio balance for that game. So, I guess we're not playing Infra. Sorry, Infra. Maybe next time. Okay. Well then, that's fine. Mic is still bad even when it's closed. It hasn't gone back to normal. Wow. Okay. 1 second. Is that better? Did I fix it? Let's try this. Is that better? Did I fix it? Still roughly the same. It's still loud. Okay. Okay. Let me try... I'll try rebooting the stream for you guys. Give me a second. I will be back momentarily.